Hi, it's Lynn from LynnieCDesigns. Thank you for joining me today. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in West Sussex in the UK, and I'm coming on to share a version, show you how to make one of these cards. They're called U-shape or bridge fold. They fold flat to go in an envelope, and this will fit in a 6x6 envelope. And this one is just using up it's a great way of using up some designer series paper. This is from the Party Pattern designer series paper, which is still available but will be going out soon. So I thought I would make another one just to show you how easy they are. I have done some of the prep in advance, so let's get this. It's the only sneak peek. I'm going to use, this is a new stamp set or bundle in the upcoming annual catalogue, and I'm just using the sentiment from this stamp set. It does have some lovely dies that go with it. There's a suite, and I will be sharing those in a future post, but I'm just going to use the sentiment on here now. So the card base I'm using this time, I'm using Smoky Slate. In this one I used Pool Party. So this is, you can get 2 of these bases out of a sheet of A4, and then you need an extra strip. So this is 14.8 centimeters by 21 centimeters, or it is 5 13/16 and 8 1/4. I will have measurements both in centimeters and in inches on my blog, and there'll be a link in the description blocks below. But these are it. So that's that, and then I've got a strip, and this is 1 1/4. I'm not sure how long that is. I shall measure that. At this bit I have scored it already, and it is 3.2 and 6.4 from each side. So I've scored that side, flipped and done the other side. Or it is 1 1/4 and 2 1/2. That's much easier to, inches. That's much easier to score, and then score the other side as well. So we have some designer series paper, and I'm going to use, this is more of the Party Pattern Play, but I'm going to use the gingham because actually I think that's going to be quite nice. And these, I may as well just stick these straight on. Let's get the newer designer series paper, newer glue. So this, you've got 4 strips which measure 1 1/4 by 5 11/16. Not easy. Or 2.8 by 14.4 centimeters. Just going to pop that in place. We've got 4 of these. Stick those straight down before we reinforce the score lines. This is such a quick card to make, and I have made them before, and I've shared them on my blog, and actually somebody asked me for dimensions. Now it really does, the dimensions of the cards depend on what size card you want to make, really. For that goes with any cards. Standard size in the UK is an A6 card, but I very often, when it's a special occasion, make a 5x7 or 6x6, you know. and you just have to, it's quite easy to work out the dimensions for something. I tend to keep a little book so that I can keep a record of what I'm making, so that when I go back and make it again, I've got a record. And actually then also my blog, they're all on my blog. Not sure how straight I put that back bit on, but actually that looks really nice. So this bit is cut so that it crosses and acts as the bridge, and it gives it extra support when it stands up. I am going to do some heat embossing on here in a minute for the sentiment, so I'm not going to do that. I've got some basic white, and I'm going to use the medium daisy punch to create some flowers, and I've got some granny apple green strips that I've cut off, and I keep all my strips, and I'm going to use the bow punch and my snips to create some leaves for to decorate the card. Honestly, my mouth's not working today. And then I've got this bit of basic white, and this is going to go on the back panel, and this is where you would write your message to the recipient, and that is the same size as the big bit of designer series paper. So that is 3 1/4 by 5 11/16, or 7.9 by 14.4. So there we go. Let us just punch. I want to punch 6 daisies. You could punch more of these. If you wanted more flowers. 4, 5, 6, that will do. And then punch 3 of those big sprigs, and then a couple of the little ones. That's all of that done. I'm just going to get a little bit of grid sheet. A little bit down before, but I'm not sure what I've done with it. I'm crafting today, and I'm just going to add a little bit of colour to the insides of those daisies. Now I'm going to layer them up. I've got Daffodil Delight and my Sponge Dauber. So I'm going to pop a little bit on there, and I'm just going to, brand new ink pad. Very dark. Try and get it in the center. That's it, that'll do. And the sentiment I'm going to do that sentiment a little bit of a mark on there. So I'm going to use my Emboss Buddy, get rid of any static. I've got some lovely Versamark ink, and I do sell the products. I'm sure if you've seen my videos before, I do sell the products that I demonstrate, so there'll be a link to my online shop, so you can head over there and purchase them if you want to. Did I get that straight? I did indeed. Now, I hope this is going to work, because I roughed up that paper, didn't I? That's going to work all right. Let's have a look. Sending many thanks for all you do, I think is lovely. Leave that to dry for a little bit. We'll stack our flowers. Just a little bit of glue on those dark ones. Little blob, little blob. I'm so happy that the this little daisy is staying, it's carrying over. So handy when you're to punch flowers, if you want to make a quick card. You just layer up so nicely. Look gorgeous. Right, let those dry. And I'm going to kind of work out where, how wide that front piece is. I'm going to put glue down, just going on that bit there. Oh, could have been upside down. Wouldn't have wanted that, would we? So it doesn't matter, they're both the same size, so it doesn't matter. And I'm going to pop that down there. So it's just going to glue where it's touching here. And it's lined up with that edge. So that's perfect. And then I'm going to gauge. I think that's fairly safe. We're fairly safe with that. I'm going to open it up, and it fits across there absolutely perfectly. Make sure the glue doesn't pop out. Grey and black looks great, and that really is a lovely sentiment there. A little bit generous with the glue, but that's all right. We can cover that up with a daisy. I like that. Now, all I do with my daisies is just use my bone folder to give a little bit of something to those. I'm going to pop that out. There we go. Let's do all of them while we're here. And I'm going to put one in there. And what I want to avoid is I want to avoid them coming out over the edge here. I'm going to give the leaves a little bit of a scrunch as well. I'm just going to trim that stalk off. That one down. And this one, I'm just going to give it a stem. So with my snips, I'm just going to cut a little stem off. And let's get these glued on. Looks like a picnic table. Oh, we didn't scrunch up these leaves. Just find it a bit boring if it's all flat. I'll stick that on the back there. Pop a bit of glue. I'm going to have that there. Extra bit of glue there on there. I think I'm going to pop that one in there as well. Do a little bit of pruning. Lovely. And then this one, I'm going to add my homemade stem. Now, could have used stems from the lovely daffodils that I used the other week. I'll put a link up here. Could have used, you know, I've got some tulip dies. There's some lovely dies in there. But actually you could just use paper snips and do it yourself. So I'm going to put a bit of glue there and a bit of glue on the bottom. Let's feed that through. And I'm putting it a little bit off center. There we go, because when that folds flat, I'm trying to avoid it there. So that's lovely. And then I'm going to use the Daffodil Delight Glossy Dots for the centres of my, use the big ones for the centres, just to give a bit of sparkle. That in there. That one in there, and there we go. Two quick and easy. Now I used Ornate Thanks here, and here I used Night of Navy and clear embossing powder to create that sentiment. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that quick video. Leave me a thumbs up or a comment, and I will see you again next week. Bye for now.